In this video, I will talk about color analysis. What it is, what does it look like? Can you do it by yourself or do you need a professional color consultant to do it for you? I will answer the most common questions about color analysis, and I will even debunk some myths that are spreading across social media platforms, on online forums, and on online portals. I'm Gosia Brzoska, a personal stylist and color consultant based in London, UK. I work with my clients to curate their dream wardrobes that support their lifestyle and their personal brands. Color analysis serves to define your most flattering color palette that can be used for clothing, makeup, jewelry, hair, or you can even use it for visual identification of your personal brand, your brand colors, graphics for social media, and for your website. Color analysis is a professional tool that allows a color consultant to recognize the color attributes of your complexion, that means your skin, your eyes, and your hair color, and match the colors that are the most flattering for you. It doesn't only tell you what your best colors are, but also how to combine them for the best result. For example, people who have a lot of contrast in their facial features look really good when they combine contrasting colors in one outfit. People with a soft complexion look better with less contrasting outfits or wearing tone-on-tone. We commonly say that someone looks good in red or yellow. I'm a person who has always been told that I look good in blue. Well, it's not true. It's not about the colors you wear, it's about finding the right shade that works for you. If you look at the 4 color palettes on the screen, you can see that they have almost every color. Each palette has a shade of red, a shade of blue, a shade of green, and so on. Almost all colors are there, with a few exceptions. So what makes them differ from each other? It's the theory of color, the science behind color analysis. Every color has 3 attributes and is either warm or cool, dark or light, and bright or muted. One attribute is always dominant, which means that you can notice it straight away, and 2 others are supportive. It doesn't apply only to colors around us, but also to our own body, to our skin, hair, and eyes. A color consultant identifies the attributes of your complexion and matches the colors that have the same attributes because those colors harmonize with your own features and therefore they flatter you the most. They make your skin glow and your eyes sparkle, and they bring out the color of your hair. Overall, they even out your skin tone and make you look healthier and radiant. We don't want to wear colors that clash with our natural coloring, meaning their attributes differ from the attributes of our complexion. Has anyone ever asked you if you were unwell when you were feeling great? It happens if you wear unflattering colors. It happens to me when I wear orange. Those colors can give you dark under eye circles, they can bring out your acne or skin blemishes, they can completely overwhelm you. If you ever met a new person and after you remembered only their red dress and their glasses, but you didn't remember the face, this happens when people wear too bright colors for themselves. Those colors overwhelm them and their faces disappear. I can give you my own example. My attributes are cool, bright, and dark, where cool is my dominant attribute. It means that I look best in cool colors, so there are many shades of blue and purple in my color palette, but I can also wear red as long as it's a berry shade or wine shade, and I can wear some shades of green, for example emerald or forest green. The only colors I don't wear is orange, because orange doesn't have a cool shade, it's the warmest color. And I don't wear beige and brown because those colors don't have shades cool enough to match with my extremely cool complexion. My secondary attribute is brightness, which means that I should wear a lot of contrast and intense colors, but then neons are too much for me. So for me it's best to wear bright colors, but calm them down by neutral colors. So I would, for example, wear fuchsia pink with something white and black. Brightness in my attributes means also that my best makeup products have satin or glowy finish. My third, the least important attribute is darkness. That means that I don't look good in pastel or light colors, but I don't look in very dark colors either. My favorite thing about color analysis is that it cancels out the problem of I don't know how to combine colors. As your best colors have the same attributes, they all harmonize together, and that means that you can go to your wardrobe and pull out clothes in any color with your eyes closed, and those clothes will make a good combination, at least in terms of colors. Can your color season change over time? I've actually seen this discussion on some Facebook group. Someone said that as a young person they were diagnosed as an autumn, and now when they are 60 they had another color analysis and they were diagnosed as winter. It's not possible. It means that at least one of these analyses was incorrect. Some people say that they used to be a summer, but then they dyed their hair darker and now they are more a winter. That's also not possible. If you are a summer and you dyed your hair to a winter color, that means that you are a summer with a badly matched hair color. Your color season will not change over time. If you were born a soft summer, you will always be a soft summer. It won't change when you dye your hair or put makeup on. When with age you start losing melanin, your hair turns grey, your eyes and skin the pigment, your best colors might slightly change. For example, for me, one of my best colors is cobalt. With age it might turn out that I look better with slightly lighter shades, but it won't be a major change. Essentially, your color season will always stay the same, and color analysis is a one-time investment that provides you with a lifelong knowledge on the colors of your clothing and makeup. Does color analysis limit your style? I know that many people are worried that color analysis would limit their color choices and their style. I have been asked about it many times. I heard it from potential clients, and I've seen comments on the internet saying, no one will tell me what colors I should or shouldn't wear. I wear what I want. I don't care what other things about my look. Not everything has to be flattering. Sometimes I just want to enjoy what I wear. And I completely agree with that. You should dress for yourself. If you like wearing all the colors and you really don't care whether you look good in them or not, then there is no point in getting color analysis. But for the people who enjoy wearing colors and want to look good, or for the people who struggle with wearing colors but really would like to start wearing colors, and for the people who want to build a foundation of the wardrobe that will serve them for years, that they won't change their mind, color analysis is a very good investment. I could talk about it a lot and you could still be skeptical because I'm a color consultant and of course I want to advertise color analysis, but I can read you the opinion I got from one of my clients. At first I was worried that color analysis may restrict my wardrobe, but it did the exact opposite and encouraged me to go outside my comfort zone and play with new color combinations. The same client said that she bought a blouse in a color she would never picked up if it wasn't for her color analysis, and now it's one of her favorite blouses and she got many compliments wearing it. I can tell you that before I became a stylist and before I studied color analysis, I had a feeling of what colors might suit me. I knew that blue was my color. There were some colors I didn't like, but I didn't really know why. That was orange. But since I studied color analysis and I had my own color analysis done, I can really see the impact of color on my face, and it's beyond aesthetic because now I play with colors and I use them to enhance certain impression I want to make, whether I want to seem more charismatic or maybe even intimidating or approachable and friendly. When I go shopping, sometimes you have a t-shirt available in many color options. In the past I would have stand there and I would try to make a decision on which colors I should take. I should probably take 2 or 3. Now I don't do that. Now I know what suits me and I know what will match the rest of my wardrobe and I buy only that. Now my wardrobe is smaller because I need less options. I don't have golden jewelry and silver and bronze and all the colors anymore. And then when you have golden jewelry, you will need a belt with a golden buckle and a bag with metal elements. And for silver jewelry, you need a belt with a silver buckle and so on. And that makes your wardrobe huge. Now I stick to my own color palette and I can mix and match the colors freely. My brand colors, the YouTube video covers, even some elements in the background behind me are all taken from my seasonal color palette. I am faithful to my seasonal color palette, but you can have a more flexible approach. I actually had clients whose favorite color wasn't in their color palette, so I explained them how they can cheat and wear that color to minimize the negative impact it has on their face. Does color analysis work for all skin tones? Yes, color analysis works for everyone. I know there is confusion around it because there are so many articles online that explain color seasons based on the look of the person, and they always give examples of blonde hair, green eyes, and so on. I think that it comes from when color analysis was advertised at first, and that advertisement wasn't very inclusive. And then many portals would write articles about color analysis. Journalists aren't trained in color analysis. I think they would search for some articles online and write their articles based on that. And then other people would also write their own articles and make their own videos on color analysis based on those previous faulty materials. Color analysis is based on those three attributes of colors I mentioned before, and the color of your skin, of your eyes, of your hair doesn't really matter in the process of matching your colors. People with any skin tone or hair color can be identified as a bright or muted type, light or dark, and warm or cool. What does the process of color analysis look like? It can be done in person or online. During an in-person color analysis, a color consultant would drape you. They would put drapes in different colors against your face and compare how different colors affect your complexion. For an online color analysis, a consultant will ask you to send them photos of your face, and they should give you instructions on how to take your photos. And they would drape you not with physical drapes, but with color swatches on the screen. Of course, the process differs from one color consultant to another, as everyone has their own way of working. So I can't speak for everyone. I can only tell you what the process looks like when you have your color analysis with me. If you want to book a color analysis with me, on my website there is my email address where you can contact me. I will send you a questionnaire, I will send you instructions on how to take your photos, and once you have sent me your photos, I will do your color analysis online. After the color analysis, you would receive a digital color palette that you can download on your phone and have it always on you when you go shopping. It contains between 60 and 80 shades, both of your accent and neutral colors. You will receive a personal ebook that explains your results, tells you what is your color season, explains your color palette, gives you advice on how to use it. It contains advice on color of clothing, jewelry, hair and makeup, your best color combinations, your worst color combinations. It has a section on wearing black because I've got a lot of questions about that. It also has a section on how to use your seasonal color palette for your personal branding. And can you see those color circles in the ebook? Inside, I always place my clients' photos because my clients told me that seeing those different colors against their face actually helps them understand their color palette and really see the difference between different colors. You will also get access to a Pinterest board where I gather inspirations on color combinations, hair color or makeup for your color season. And on top of that, you will receive a short video from me where I take you through your ebook and your result of color analysis. And you can also send me photos of your outfits or makeup if you would like to receive my feedback. What is better, color analysis in person or online? I've also seen online many people saying that online color analysis is worth nothing, and it's not true. You can achieve quality results with both in-person and online color analysis, but it depends on various factors. Most of all, it's the skills and the quality of work of the color consultant. If a consultant does online color analysis, first of all, they have to make sure that your photo is of a good quality. I would send you detailed instructions on how to take photos. It's not really difficult, it's just to know where to stand in front of the window and what time of the day is the best to take photos, things like that. But if your photo wasn't good, I would ask you to send me another one, and another one if necessary. But then it's also important to have a good graphic card and a good screen, and to do color analysis when your eyes are still fresh. So on the days when I do color analysis, there's no scrolling Instagram in the morning, no reading emails. Color analysis is the first thing I do on the screen, and I do it only in the morning. But then if a consultant provides color analysis in person, they shouldn't come to your house, they should have a studio where they invite you. Because for a quality color analysis, you need controlled environment. You need to know that the walls are white, you need to know your lighting, If the day is cloudy, you need artificial light that has specific parameters. It's just something that you can't control when you go to your client's house. And then sometimes, not always, but sometimes online color analysis is cheaper than in-person color analysis, but it's not necessarily the skills of the color consultant. It might be because if they run color analysis in person, their costs are higher because they spend time traveling if they travel to you, or if they have their own studio, that is obviously also a cost. What color analysis system is the best? There are so many of them. The eldest system has only 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn and winter. There are stylists who work with systems that have 8 seasons, 12, 16, or now there is even a system that has 24 seasons. Which one is better and which should you choose? I would say that to you it doesn't really matter what system the color consultant uses, because color analysis system is just a tool that a professional color consultant uses to find your best colors and communicate them to you. And no matter what system they use, you should receive your best color palette. So your goal is to receive the palette of your best colors, and color consultant should be able to provide you with it no matter what system they use. A color consultant chooses the system that is handy for them, that they are comfortable working with. My personal choice is working on the tonal system that has 12 color seasons. If you ever heard of dark winter, bright winter, cool winter, soft summer, light summer, cool summer, this is the one. At first I was trained in the 4 seasons color analysis, and I quickly discovered that it had its limitations. It didn't take under consideration the nuances of the look of individual clients. It leaves you with a huge color palette of which only 1/3 suits you. And even if a color consultant has a great eye and tells you of all those colors in your color palette, these are your best, it's still very confusing because you still have this big palette and you have to remember which ones are yours, and you don't really understand why. Also, tools created for seasons color analysis are different than the ones for the 12 seasons color analysis. They are simply basic. So I decided to work on a more precise system that comes with more precise tools. After the 12 seasons color analysis, you will receive a smaller palette with less colors, but they will be all focused on your individual features, so they will be all good for you. It is detailed enough to match your best colors, but it's also clear enough to communicate your results to you. And it's simple enough to be applied in your wardrobe. Then there is the system containing 16 color seasons, and that is too complicated. I mean, this color analysis isn't more difficult to perform. What's more difficult is that your color palette is so precise, it's so narrowed down, that people simply struggle to find their colors in shops. They can't find clothes in the colors from their color palette. We also had classes on the 16 seasons. After I have determined my client's color season, I use this knowledge to find their very best colors for their clothes and makeup. And I use it especially for makeup advice because that gives you more possibilities, more than with clothing. Is it possible to fit every person in the world into 12 color seasons? Yes. I know everyone is different, but the 3 color attributes I mentioned earlier, light or dark, bright or muted, warm or cool, can describe every single color and every single person. So this is enough to find your color season. But color analysis really starts after defining your season. That takes 15-20 minutes to a stylist, when color analysis takes about 2 hours. So the most time we spend not on fitting you into one of the 12 seasons, but on finding your individual best colors based on your individual features. And the 12 seasons are only an indication to that. Can you do your color analysis by yourself? Of course that without having any knowledge on color analysis, you can sense what colors suit you. You have probably already noticed that you look better in some colors. Maybe you subconsciously dislike some colors. You don't really know why. But from my experience, usually if my client tells me that they don't like some colors, then it turns out those are not their colors. But then it's not really precise, and you can be mistaken. How well you are able to find your colors depends on your eye for color. Not everyone can see colors the same way, same as not everyone can sing or play football. It might be enough for you to curate your wardrobe. It's just that when you really know that you want to invest money in your wardrobe because you need it for your image, for your brand, for whatever reason, then I think that the investment in color analysis isn't a bad idea, because the price of color analysis usually on the UK market in 2023 is between 120 to 250 pounds, and that gives you your colors for years, for the rest of your life really. You will know what colors suit you. And then if you buy a coat that you are planning to wear for years, it would cost you around 250 pounds or more. So that's already the cost of your color analysis. And it's only one garment, and in your life you will be buying more of them. I see a lot of groups online, on Facebook for example, where people upload their pictures and they try to help each other to do their color analysis. They are not trained professionals, and the advice they give to each other is often wrong. It's misleading. It shows a lack of understanding of color analysis. Not mentioning that the photos they shared don't qualify for a professional color analysis because they are in bad lighting, they have filters on, people have makeup on. You can look in your photo or in the mirror, you can compare two colors to each other and notice in which one you look better, but you can't perform a professional color analysis without being trained in a professional color analysis. And another factor is time. The point of color analysis is not to find your color season, but to know what are your best colors. People online, it takes them months to figure out their color season. Like I said, a color consultant will know within 20 minutes, and they will spend another hour up to 90 minutes finding your best colors. But recognizing your season doesn't take months, it takes 20 minutes. So if you have time to discover your colors and play with them, then of course it's a lot of fun. When I wasn't a stylist, I was also really interested in color analysis, and I was also testing colors on myself. But then if you started a business and you're launching your website and you have to think of colors for your brand or for your product, then you probably want your results quickly, and you want to make sure that this is the right result. As a professional color consultant, I can honestly tell you that I wouldn't do my own color analysis by myself. Many consultants would say the same thing about themselves. It is because there is a great risk that my result would be biased. There are colors that I like more than other colors. I have a preference for my color season. Of course, there is a color palette that I like the most. I really would like to be that season. I'm sure that my brain would do anything to find arguments for the colors I would like to wear. So I had my first color analysis done with another specialist, and once it was done, I could take it from there and hone my color palette. I could play with those colors, but at first I needed to hear an impartial judgment from someone else. Thank you for watching this video. In my next video, I'm going to show you how you can find your colors by yourself. So subscribe to my channel to not miss it. If you have any questions about color analysis or any thoughts, please leave a comment. I will see you next time.